So I think at this point we all kind of know what to expect. Lion King makes $1.6 billion and still somehow feels lifeless. Mulan tried to reinvent everything and lost all of its magic. And Aladdin barely scraped by because of nostalgia and the songs. I enjoyed it, but we all know it's not great. The characters lose all the emotion that we're connected to. The timing feels off, and even the best visual effects can't make up for a missing soul. Going into How to Train Your Dragon, I wasn't hoping to be amazed. I was just hoping it wouldn't mess up what already worked. The biggest surprise is that it didn't mess it up at all. It actually kind of nailed it. The movie doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. It doesn't twist the story into something modern. It just adapts it, and honestly, that's kind of all they really needed to do. The people who built the original world are still the ones adapting this version, which I think really helps. You've got the same director in Dean DeBlois, and John Powell is here returning to do the score. And I really think that makes a huge difference as opposed to someone who just is new to this whole story. I don't have the animated film like memorized at all, but this really does seem like it is a shot-for-shot translation of the animated movie just into live action. And it's not soulless, like it feels very carefully done. The one thing that really stood out for me was Stoic. Like Gerard Butler reprises his role, and it's not just a voice. He's here and he is fully in it and hits way harder. In the animation, he is just like a gruff Viking dad. But here, like when you see the real actor there's so much more depth and regret and hesitation. You can feel he is like fully embodied into this character, and he's having a good time. As a father learning to see his son clearly, this movie feels like it is a lot of his story and not just the story of a kid trying to prove himself. Beyond him, the rest of the cast holds up. Mason Thames is Hiccup. He's awkward and he's smart and soft-spoken. He's great. Nico Parker is actually quite as standout as Astrid. The rest of the kids are awesome as well. Nick Frost is also perfect casting, and even Toothless, the CGI dragon, feels right. There's not a lot of over-design. It's not like too over-realistic. It looks very similar to the original. It's just enough to feel grounded without losing a lot of the emotional expressiveness that Toothless has in the animated film, because if this dragon doesn't work, nothing's really going to work, right? This is the kind of remake that understands the assignment, and as we know, remakes don't necessarily need to exist. But if we're gonna keep getting them, and let's be honest, we are, this should be the blueprint. We get the same story, we have the same heart, and the same core team behind the camera. It's not flawless, and not very many movies are, but really, this is the first time I walked out of a remake going, yeah, that felt right. DreamWorks took a risk on something that didn't really need changing, and somehow by not changing much, they actually made it work. So Disney and all these other studios really need to start taking notes.